Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to another episode in my Rags to Riches trading series. Now, if you don't remember where we left off in the previous episode, we had about 29 keys pure and 62 keys in unusuals. The unusual was a green energy air dog. I was a bit skeptical about the overall pricing of it because 62 keys for green energy scout exclusive hat did seem a bit questionable to me, but I didn't doubt that I was going to be able to get a pretty good deal on it. So we ended that episode on about 90-ish keys. In correlation to the pure we had, I kind of had a feeling that we were going to be buying a lot of discounted items very soon, because as I say in just about every single episode, it's the best thing to have pure. If you ever have some pure lying around and you think of unboxing, never do it. Wait until it accumulates enough to where you can start buying items for discount. So that's just kind of a quick trading tip I have for you guys. Always sort of use your pure wisely and buy quick sales and discounted items with it, and if you can't afford it yet, then just wait and let it accumulate in your backpack slowly until you can. So hopefully I'm going to be getting some nice profit in this episode, and without further ado, let's get into our first trade. So to kick this episode off, we're just doing a kind of small trade. We're buying this collector's wrangler, which is priced on backpack.tf for 4 keys for just 2 keys. There is room there for at least 2 keys profit if we sell for full price in pure. And the best thing about this is there's actually quick buyers on backpack.tf who are willing to pay 3 keys at just about any time. As you can see when I scroll down, yeah, there's someone there paying 3 keys. So someone actually just approached me and said they were trying to get pure to, I think it was to buy an unusual or to cash out. It was one of the two. They were just selling everything in their backpack, and I took on this collector's wrangler. This should be a nice ad for an unusual trade, and if not, I can just sell it for pure profit in the future. So this next trade is actually going to be quite a risky one. I'm going to be buying a kilowatt slowpoke, a soldier unusual, from backpack.tf. I'm going to be spending just about all of my pure. I'm going to be paying my 27 keys and receiving about 21 in change. This is actually going to be the vast majority of my pure, leaving me with just a few refined for the series. It's actually taken ref from my backpack, but I'll swap over a key and give myself an even amount, so it's nothing like unfair advantage by a couple ref or anything. I don't know why it did that, but anyway, so yeah, this kilowatt slowpoke on backpack.tf, the hat is priced at 42.5 keys. This means that when I'm paying 27 keys, there's actually room for over 15 keys profit, which could actually be so helpful in the future. The only issue is it's a kilowatt hat. It is clean, it's not duped, but the price is severely outdated by over a couple months, so it may be a bit difficult to trade, or it may end up getting repriced at some point, but overall it's not too much of a bad hat. The slowpoke is a pretty decent and fairly popular soldier hat, and although kilowatt isn't hugely desirable, it shouldn't be a huge issue to sell. So hopefully I can upgrade this with that air dog that I have and end up getting like a nice unusual that I can maybe downgrade in future for profit. I'm not too sure yet, but either way, this is a really risky trade to be spending all of my pure on one unusual. So I ended up finding a buyer and finding out a suitable deal for my green energy air dog and my kilowatt slowpoke. I'm trading with the mighty Bob, who, as I mentioned, is a friend of mine. He's normally upgrading and downgrading unusuals, so when I thought of upgrading, I thought I'd ask him to see if he had anything in the 90 to 100 key range. He mentioned that he had this burning big elfin deal. I ended up offering him my air dog and my slowpoke, which came to about 100-ish keys, as you can see there, for his big elfin deal, which was about 87, and if he could get some ads as well. He ended up adding a Miami Knights stuntsman for the demo, which I believe is 13 keys, so we essentially did a 2-for-2 trade with no profit on either side, so I nor made any money or I didn't lose any money. However, I did end up with a Burning Flames Scout unusual. Although the Burning Flames big elfin deal is fairly outdated, being priced at 90-ish keys when Scorching Flames is priced at about 55, I can't imagine it being a huge issue to sell, especially around this Christmas period. I look forward to seeing what kind of deals we can get on it. So we actually managed to sell our big elfin deal. I had it on the market for a while for a buyout of 90 keys and ended up getting offered this Miami Knights Crone's Dome, which is priced at 87 keys, and after a bit of negotiation, 3 keys pure, rounding it off to my buyout of 90 keys. This means I achieved the full price in essentially mixed, even though, I mean, 3 keys out of 90 can't really count as mixed. However, the Miami Knights Crone's Dome is actually a really nice hat. It's an all-class hat and the Crone's Dome is extremely desirable, and Disco Beatdown is priced at actually actually double Miami, so I can't imagine it being a huge issue trying to get above market for this Crohn's Dome. Again, it's another outdated unusual with its price being over 6 months old. However, I don't think that will come into play, as again, this is an extremely popular unusual. As I'm editing this video now, I just thought it would be quite a good thing to note that as soon as I sort of accepted the trade for this Crohn's Dome, the previous owner of the dome actually told me that there was someone that was going to be adding me on Steam to offer on it. I was a bit curious due to the fact that I hadn't even had the unusual for a minute and I was already receiving an offer, and I'll get more into who offered me in a second. So I've actually had this Crohn's Dome for a while now, and after a few days of discussing with this sound drought person who offered me his Molten Mallard, Ninja Hood and up to 10 keys in suites, I decided just to wait a few days to see more if any more offers would roll in. I've been discussing with sound drought for quite a while now, and he's been really patient with me, and I've finally decided to come to a deal with him. He's adding 10 keys pure to his Molten Mallard frickin' sweet Ninja Hood. I can imagine this being quite hard for him to do due to the fact that he was initially offering to add 10 keys in items. However, the 10 keys pure pushes his offer to exactly 100 keys. If we take into account now, I'll quickly show you on backpack.tf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It adds to 2,706 ref, which converted adds to 100.22 keys, and that is the golden paint. So we're actually getting 10 keys overpay on this Crohn's Dome. There is an issue being that the Ninja Hood is outdated by almost a year now, so it could be quite difficult to trade. However, I'm more than happy with that 10 keys overpay we've just received, and I'm really happy with the fact we've now got some pure to play around with for buying quick sells in the future.